Hello everyone, welcome back to Myth and Magic Artisans. Today is going to be a bit of a test video. I don't quite know what I'm doing in terms of the design. I just know the fragrance and how the top's going to look. As to what the inside's going to look, rough idea. I'm probably going to experiment with a couple things and see what works, and if it looks great, cool. If not, you know, I can still see if somebody out there still wants to buy them off my shop. So, let's get started. We're just going to go with our lye water into oils, just as usual. This does have tussa silk and sodium lactate in it, just like most of my videos do. Helps the soap harden a little bit better, and the strainer strains out any silk bits that didn't get dissolved. So I'm going to hand whisk this one because this will have layers. I think I'm going to go with about 4 layers. We're going to go in a ascending, or I guess descending, in saturation of gray. So it's going to have really dark gray, going up to light gray at the very top. And then you'll see what I do for the top when we get there. But I might do something between each of the layers. I'm not quite sure yet. And alright, and I'm going to do a little math off to the side. I'm going to split this into 4 different containers. So we're back with all of our colors here. So we're going to go with, like I said, 4 different shades of gray, going from darkest at the bottom of the soap to lightest at the top. The gray I'm mainly going to be using is Satin Gray Pillowcase by Mad Micas. It's a nice, I would say a medium gray. It's not terribly dark, but it's not the lightest. Okay, it's really nice. I like it. It's probably my favorite gray because you can do so much with it. You can add a lot to it, and it'll, you know, you can add a lot, and it won't overpower, but it's not so light to where you have to add a ton to get any sort of color. It's a nice medium gray. It works. Alright, so I have a little 1/8 of a teaspoon here. So I'm going to measure them out by 1/8 of a teaspoon, adding an extra 1/8 per container, and we'll see what those colors look like when we get there. Actually, I'm going to add that 1/8, and I'm going to mix that by hand and see what it looks like. I haven't used this color in a while. I bought it ages ago. And then I didn't use grays for a while, so I didn't need to buy one, and then I decided to stock up on all my colors again. Alright, that looks fairly light. Let me add 2/8 into the next one, and we'll see what the difference looks like. It's going to be hard to tell because these grays are going to show the oil color until the soap, I might end up, well, I mean, I do see a difference. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this one is lighter. So let's go ahead with this pattern for the rest, and if I have to, I'll go and add a little tiny bit of maybe an activated charcoal or something to some of these. And then we're going to go with 4. I'm probably overdoing the mica a little bit on these top 2, but I really want to stay in the same color family. I bought myself some black oxide as well, so I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a tiny little bit to that one, a little bit more to this one, and then a lot more to that one, and I might do the tiniest little teensy bit to that one. Alright, so let's pull these off to the side and work with just the darkest for now. Alright, and the fragrance we're going to use, which I've just added into our darkest color, is Black Linen and Amber. It's a very clean smell, but there's an earthy musk to it as well in the background. It's really nice. I would say it's unisex, but probably leans more masculine maybe. Clean scents are kind of hard to tell if they're masculine or feminine, so I like to keep, if it has a clean note to it, even if it has a musk in the background, I do like to keep it as unisex for that. So, alright. let's stick blend this and see what it looks like. All right, that's probably good. It's starting to thicken on me here, so I don't want to move too slow. We have a cat that likes to stay in the room I make soap in. I can hear him snoring. I don't know if you can. I might have woke him up, so now he stopped. Alright, so there's layer 1. I'm going to move on to the next darkest layer. Actually, no. Before I move on from this, I am going to try something that may or may not ruin this, and I hope it doesn't. But again, this is a testing batch. We're going to see if it works here. So I mixed up a custom batch of some mica, and I have having a tea strainer. So I'm just going to do a light bit of a mica line here. So there's going to be a little bit of a gold / amber colored divider between all the layers to kind of tie in the amber. I'm hoping this works. I've done mica lines once. Actually, no, I've done them twice. And they looked okay. But this one with the gray and the gold amber color, I don't quite know how it's going to look. So we're going to figure that out together, apparently. Alright, so to replicate the black linen part of this, we're going with a little piece of lace. I don't know if you can see that really well in the camera. Nice lace add-on to kind of tie in the idea of this being clean, high quality linen sheets with a little bit of amber. We're setting you right there. Alright. And last but not least is going to be these little amber crystal pieces. Nice crystal amber pieces here. They're a little more pigmented because I was afraid that when I put them on top of the soap, it's going to lose some of its color. Because they're going to have this gray in the background. It's not like it's light. So I added a little more pigment to hopefully keep that yellowy, orangey gold color around the whole time. I'm hoping this top color lightens up as it solidifies and cures. And everything looks great in the morning. I am going to add, I'm going to spritz the top with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. There, I want to keep those melt and pour things to be nice and clear, and so they don't sweat and lose all of their color. So let me bring it up to it here. So it's pretty simple. I'm hoping it looks good when we're ready to cut tomorrow. So I will see you once we're ready to cut it. Hello everyone. So we're back about, I'd say about 24 hours later, might be a little bit more. And we're gonna go in and cut the black amber, or black linen and amber soap. So you can see that light gray stayed nice and light, which is exactly what I want, so you can see that color. I thought the gray would take a little bit more of the color away, but next time I'll have to make it a little less orange, a little more gold, which is fine. Ooh, Look at that color gradient. The only thing I would do is make this bottom one a little bit darker. So these, because these three are all really, I mean, they're all pretty defined. You can clearly see the difference. On camera, these two are a little bit closer, or on camera, they appear a little bit farther apart in color, but in person, they're a little bit closer than I was hoping for. So, okay. Let's get started here. I'm going to cut a little sliver off the edge here. Okay, I'm not going to look at the bar yet because I'm really curious how this will look. It's actually kind of cool. So there's how the inside of this bar looks. Pretty cool. I don't know. It smells really good though. So the fragrance stuck around, which is good. I was afraid the fragrance would die off a little bit. Let me grab a paper towel here so I can clean this off.